Good morning everyone, how are we doing? Louis here, welcome back to another new vlog on the channel, as this time we're going on another theme park trip, this time to our good old friend Alton Towers. Now usually we don't get the greatest look vlogging at Alton Towers, but I thought I'd get a vlog out since this will be our last time visiting with the Merlin annual passes. As some of you may have already heard in the last couple of vlogs, we won't be having the Merlin annual passes next year. So from now on until the next few months, we're going to try and get as much stuff done before our Merlin passes expires. Anyways, there has been quite a few changes to Alton Towers since we've last done a video there. So let's head over and we'll start our day. Well done guys, welcome along to Alton Towers. We've just got to the car park, and now if I remember this correctly, I heard someone saying that the park today closes a little later at 7 o'clock, so we got more time to do most of the rides as we can. Yes, but anyways, let's get over to the main entrance, get our fast passes and get on those rides. We still don't have a clue what we're doing first. So we've now made it to the Alton Towers entrance. Now it's time to get through security and get our fast passes. But just before we get on the rides, we have came across a massive merchandise store. So let's go inside and have a look around. There is lots of stuff to buy here at this merch store, including the wide variety of hats, and this is now my favourite aisle, the hoodies and shirts. There is multiple to choose from your favourite rides, including 13, the Smiler, Nemesis, Galactica and a whole lot more. Since I can't decide what to buy just yet, we'll come back to this store later, but for now it's time to finally get on those rides. So yeah, we actually never came across that shop before. That is massive, filled with loads of Alton Towers merchandise, and I'm stuck between two, either getting the Smiler or Galactica hoodie. Since I can't decide just yet, we'll come back to the shop later when I have made my decision. But anyways, that time has come. Let's finally get on those rides. So we've now made it to our first stop, located at the X sector, where we're now going to get our first ride on the Smiler, the record-breaking roller coaster with 14 new versions. As per usual, to avoid the heavy queues, we decided to go through the ride access line. We're next in the line to board our Smiler tray, and we're in the third row. Those are the screams of Oblivion just behind me there. But we just came off the Smiler, our first ride of the day. So we'll be coming back to Oblivion in a bit. We won't be doing it just now. So we're going to head up to the Dark Forest now and complete it off Rita and 13. You never know what you quite expect of Alton Towers, so things could go men's up within the minutes to come. So then, coming out of the X sector, where we're now going to head towards the Dark Forest. Rita had lots of downtime in the last couple of months, and it was a surprise to see it back up and running today. But once we have reached the entrance of the Dark Forest, Rita suddenly closed, which is quite common for many other rides here at Alton Towers. It was running when we left the Smiler, and now it just closed all of a sudden. Hopefully it should be back up by the time we ride 13 first. That's where we're going to go to now. 13 didn't have that big of a queue, but as it was getting busy, I thought we would go for the ride access pass anyway, to save us more time. I didn't even warn her that was coming, but anyways, it's now time to get on 13.
Oh, it's scary, but it's really good, isn't it, boys? Your heart goes in your arse at the first drop.
That's because you were sat at the back, you get more airtime. That feeling when you're at the back row and you feel that drop, it feels like you've been thrown over the edge. But that's 13 done. Not sure if Rita's going to open back up. We'll see if it's back up. If not, we're going to see if we can get his cable car over to the Forbidden Valley. Must have been weird not hearing the screams, but as you were expected, Rita was still closed by the time we got off 13. It is testing, but we'll come back later. So 2 rides down, and we're now going to head over to Forbidden Valley direct via the Skyline cable cars. Our cable car ride is just pulling in now, and this will take us along to the Forbidden Valley. Our first views of the cable cars is over Rita and the 13 roller coaster. As we continue making our way towards Forbidden Valley, we are greeted with some really nice views of the gardens below and the countryside to the right. And after a quick ride and a couple of scary moments, we are now riding into the Forbidden Valley station where we're now going to exit our cable car. So there we go then, we're just coming out of the cable car station now, and that took us from the Dark Forest all the way over to the Forbidden Valley, and that will take us right on to Nemesis, Toxicator and even Galactica. Let's head over there now. We have certainly made some quick progress in the last couple of minutes, and here we are at the Forbidden Valley, and now it's time for our first ride, which is on board my favourite roller coaster here at Alton Towers, Nemesis Reborn. So we're now inside the station gateway, and is our front row lock going to run out? At this occasion, absolutely not.
Don't wanna be all by myself.
Look at this, how many times have I never got that front row?
14 out of 16 rides on Nemesis Reborn has always been on the very front row.
I was just something out riding by yourself.
Not much fun, to be honest. Quite low.
Still the best ride of the place.
Hang in there. If you're enjoying the video so far and you want to see more content on the channel, if you haven't done so yet, why not subscribe to Vivid Louis Vlogs? It is completely free and you won't miss out on a brand new video early. Now let's get back to the video. And now it's time for Alton Towers' brand new ride for 2025 at Forbidden Valley, Toxicator. So with no more waiting around, let's get our first ride on Toxicator. Now, I've never actually done a top spin before, so this is actually my first time doing one of these rides. And look who decided to get their camera out. And you can see us three sat on the right hand side. Here comes the sickening bit. That isn't just that, we're now going back the opposite way.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. First top spin, yeah.
This is the best ride, no, the best black ride in the UK, I think.
That was my first time I've ever rode Toxicator since its first open, and man, I feel a bit giddy coming off that ride now, and look at them recording. Right, that's Toxicator done. I had a couple of minutes rest. Feel better now, and luckily Galactica is back up and running, so let's get our ride on Galactica.
We're moments away now for getting our ride on Galactica, and it looks like we'll be riding in the third row.
Well, there we go then. Just came off of the Galactica, and that's all of the rides here that we've done at the Forbidden Valley. Nemesis, Toxicator, Long Last, and Galactica just there. And still to come though, we'll be doing Wicker Man, the Battle Gallons, and the Runaway Mine Train, which is coming up next.
So we've now left the Forbidden Valley, and we thought we'd take a quick hop on to the Curse of Alton Manor Ghost Train. The queue isn't really that big, so I thought we'd just walk straight on.
So just back there, we just came off the Curse of Alton Manor. I thought we'd stop there for a couple of minutes to have a ride on that ghost train. Never seen Lemon scream that much on there. He was proper freaking out. But now it's time to get back onto the main rides now, and we have a choice of either going on the Runaway Mine Train first or the River Rapids. We'll shortly find out which one it will be.
The Runaway Mine Train was the closest to us, so we thought we'd get a ride on that before we go on the Congo River Rapids straight afterwards. And look who's driving the train for a change of plan.
And enjoy the ride. Choo choo.
This is the last stop of this service. All change please, all change.
I enjoy driving that.
Coming off the Runaway Mine Train and right next door to us is the Congo River Rapids, where we're just walking our way over to the right access pass queue now.
Well, we're getting soaked.
The water fountains are switched on today, so expecting us to get more drenched than ever before, as we're now getting ready to get on the Congo River Rapids.
Well, one thing to sum it up. Yeah, we got a little more wetter than we usually thought we was going to be.
Very wet. Ready some old knickers.
What the f***? Right, since that's done with the rapids, I'm surprised I haven't rode this yet, but we're finally going to get it done. Let's go to Wickerman.
It feels strange that we're doing Wickerman way later than originally planning to, but at least we are now finally getting a ride on Wickerman. Definitely a top 3. The pre-show, as always, is the most exciting part. And straight afterwards, we're now in the station and we're now getting ready to ride the Wicker Man.
Well, there we go then. Finally, yeah, it's been a while since we've rode Wickerman today, but at least we finally got it done. And now we haven't actually done any videos on this place. We've visited it a couple of times, but I never actually done any videos on it. So I thought we'll take you inside Alton Towers' own Sea Life Centre.
It is now time to head into the underwater world of the Sharkbait Reef Sea Life Centre right here at Alton Towers. This was a cute little Sea Life Centre that we considered checking out whilst we wait for our next ride to be available. There are many fish to have a look at in this Sea Life Centre, and we'll be walking through that glass tunnel in a bit. In the next room, Lauren's going to have a go at touching a starfish. Even at this day, we still have no idea which one is Nemo. In the next tank, we have came across the jellyfishes. And straight after, we're now walking through the underwater glass tunnel. So that was a cute little experience that's definitely worth 15 minutes. But since that is the end of our tour, let's get back on those rides.
Well, there we have it then. We've just done the Sea Life Centre. That was a nice look around there for certain. But now it's time to get back on the main rides now, and we'll be going to Rita shortly. But the brothers want to have a ride on the Battle Gallons, and they want me to get them absolutely drenched. So let's just do that quickly while we're here.
So you've now joined us at the Battle Gallons, a ride that we don't usually come across that much, but we've been visiting it more often and it is so much fun. But this time it was the complete opposite. Lowen was going alone, but I know he couldn't do that, so I had to go on with him. So I'm the one who's going to get a massive spray in the face.
That was £2 well spent. £2 spent to blast water, 15 shots in your face. Have that, man.
Cheers, Al. Appreciate it. Not.
If it can't get any worse than the Congo River Rapids and to Lowen dragging me on that ride, I'm never riding that again. Right then, since that's done, that's better. Let's go over to Rita. We're still yet to ride Rita today, and we've been there earlier and the ride has been closed and testing. So let's go back there now and hopefully it should be back up and running. Hopefully this will dry up a bit.
So we're now back at Dark Forest for the second time, and great news, Rita is back up and running and we have got our ride on the launch coaster. Back row this time.
That's Whizzer done that long last, and now we don't actually have much time left here at Alton Towers. The night has certainly gone very quick. We used most of the fast passes already, so I thought let's go over to Oblivion because we haven't even rode that for such a long time, and I thought it'll be the best ride to finally tick off the list.
Back over at the X sector, and it's now time to finally ride Oblivion. This one was a straight walk on. We didn't even need to use the fast passes, so we'll save that for Spinball Whizzer straight afterwards. So we are now on Oblivion, and we're now approaching the famous drop into complete darkness.
And there it goes. Finally done it at long last. Out of all of these times I've been coming to Alton Towers, we have finally got Oblivion ticked off, and shockingly, that was my first ever ride on Oblivion. But at least I managed to get it done now, so happy days. But anyways, that is our last time here in the X sector. We got one more ride on the fast pass, so I thought, once we make our way back to the entrance, I thought we would tick off Spinball Whizzer, and then we will wrap up today's trip.
So we're now over at our final ride here at Alton Towers for Spinball Whizzer, and since the queue is quite long, we decided to use our final fast pass on this ride.
Well, there we go, guys, and that was our last ride here at Alton Towers. Spinball Whizzer is done, and that will be our final farewell. What a journey it has been, so many incredible rides, but this is where things have to come to an end. So we're now heading back over to the main entrance, and just before we do that, I have finally made my decision on what I'm getting from the shop. Let's go over there now.
So we're now back in the main Alton Towers merch shop, and I have decided to go for a Galactica light blue hoodie.
So guys, this is the new look then. This is the hoodie that I decided to buy from the shop, the Galactica light blue hoodie, £50 with the 20% discount with the Merlin. This was £40, and with the shop done, that is actually our time here at Alton Towers coming to an end. We certainly enjoyed coming here for the last couple of years, enjoying the rides, having loads of fun, and just before we do end it off, I do have to ask what our favourite rides were. Milo, starting with you, what did you like the most?
So, first off, we have Nemesis Reborn,
Nemesis,
Wickerman,
Wickerman,
Smiler,
Smiler,
and Galactica.
Galactica. Lowen?
Nemesis, Wickerman, Smiler, Toxicator.
I have to do a top three as usual. I would put Wickerman third, Smiler second, and I have to put Nemesis at top. So there we go then. That's it from us here at Alton Towers. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all did enjoy. And if you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, bye guys.
Jack it up.